Alright, so when I was brand new in Apex Legends and only just found out about stretch resolution, I went on YouTube and searched the best resolutions in Apex Legends to use, and I didn't really find that much, not really that many videos about listing all the most popular stretch resolutions, why they're good, why they're not. So that's what I'm basically doing with this video today to help you guys out. We're going to be covering the most popular stretch resolutions, all the way from native down to like 1280 by 1080 and everything in between, at least the most popular ones. But before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Eskija. I'm an Apex Legends content creator. I post gameplay driven videos as well as some tutorials every now and then, settings videos as well. I also stream all the time on twitch.tv/Eskija. Link will be in the description below, as well as all my other socials, so check those out. And one final thing, we are so close to 3,000 subs, so it absolutely just means the world if you guys hit that sub button. If you end up liking the video, just also hit that like button while you're down there. Alright, but enough rambling, let's get on with the resolutions. Alright, so obviously this is native, this is the one I was already playing. This is the basic resolution that your game comes with. This is 1920 by 1080 if anyone's wondering, like right here. 16 by 9, and honestly it's not that bad. A lot of like pro players have been switching back to native just because like the aiming is really good on native. If you guys don't know, stretch resolution makes it a little bit harder to aim, so if you're all aim, no movement, definitely I recommend just sticking to the native resolution. But if you're like me and kind of just prefer the way the game looks stretched, you might want to switch it up, you know, maybe try some stretch reses out. But some benefits to native, obviously, you get higher FOV than all the others. Like I said before, the aiming feels better because your enemies don't feel like they're going as fast, so it's a little bit easier to track them. Some downsides to native is you don't feel like you're going fast either compared to some of the other stretch resolutions that I'll cover in the video. So to me on this resolution, my movement just feels a little bit clunky, a little bit like not as crisp as it would be on like say my preferred resolution. But yeah, that's just me. I haven't really played native since the game came out, so but that's basically native. I'm gonna move on. So the second res we have for today is 1728 by 1080. I used to run this res for I ran it for about 3 or 4 months. It's really good. I made a video about it. It's called something like this is the god res or something, just because I genuinely liked it that much. I've since moved on, but I still love this res and it has a special place in my heart. Yeah, it's very minimal. You probably can't tell a difference, but it does just slightly cut off your left and right horizontal. So it's going to give you literally just the minuscule less amount of FOV. It's really similar to native, but I knew when I was starting out, I wanted something in between 1680 by 1050 and 1920 by 1080. This is the perfect res if you're looking for something in between those two. 1728 by 1080. I know some creators like this res. I know Complies likes it. A really solid res. I really liked it while I was using it. I can still aim properly with this resolution. Everything's literally fine. My movement feels pretty good. I feel like I'm going a little bit faster just because of that stretch res. But yeah, I don't know. You tell me. Can you tell the difference between this and native? Let me know. Alright, let's move on to 1680 by 1080. So this is the next resolution. This is 1680 by 1080. As you can see, it's a tiny bit stretched. You might not be able to even notice it, but when you're actually playing the game, you can definitely feel it. This is a really good resolution if you want to try out stretch res, but you don't want to jump straight into the 1440 by 1080 or stuff like that. You just want something a little bit more chill. And this is probably the res for you. Yeah, so this slightly stretches out your left and right side of your screen, so you lose some of that horizontal FOV. But at the end of the day, it's Apex Legends. You don't really need all that much FOV because the FOV in this game is already huge. So yeah, keep that in mind. You do lose some FOV compared to native, but it doesn't really matter because it's not really that crazy. Here's what it looks like ADS if some people want to see. Yeah. But I know that Rec uses it and a bunch of other content creators in the Apex space. Yeah, I really like this resolution. Sometimes I'll chuck it on if I just feel like it. But yeah, this is 1680 by 1080. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this is 1680 by 1050. Really similar to the last resolution. You're definitely not going to be able to tell a difference because it's not actually stretching any more of your screen out. It's just lowering the resolution a little bit. Now, I wasn't going to cover this originally, but I thought at the end of the day, I might as well because this is the resolution that I use personally, and I think it's the best resolution. Content creators like Faide, Lyric, all the other movement goats mainly just stick to this resolution because it's just the best in my opinion. Now this gives you that little bit of stretch like 1680 by 1080 does, but it just lowers your resolution a little bit. Now this is going to make your game run a little bit smoother, and to me I can definitely feel it. I know my movement just feels really crisp on this resolution. No other res compares to it. I can still aim like fine, but yeah, if you like 1680 by 1080, definitely give this resolution a try, especially if you're having like some frame drops and stuff like that. Not going to help that much, but it's definitely a little something if you just want that little extra edge. Yeah, but that's basically that resolution. Let's move on to 1440 by 1080. So this is 1440 by 1080. This is the second last resolution we'll be covering, and as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit stretched. Yeah, 1440 by 1080 usually starts to get to that point where some people don't like it. Some people really like this resolution. Some people stick by it. I know Gruick, he's a fellow Apex content creator. He likes it. But yeah, it's basically just like the movement resolution. I know Rect was trying it out for a little bit. I ran this for about a month or so. I have some videos of it up on the channel. But yeah, obviously this is really stretched. It cuts off a lot of your horizontal FOV. I recommend pairing this with 120 FOV because that really helps with the FOV cutoff. If you guys don't know how to get 120 FOV, I have a video on my channel, just go check that out. But yeah, pairing it with this resolution is really good in my opinion, just because it helps counteract that FOV you get taken away. Yeah, obviously movement is very crisp. It just feels like you're going really fast. But aiming is a little bit difficult sometimes if you're up close. Usually, they just move around really fast, especially when you're strafing, and then they'll be strafing as well. So it's kind of hard to like keep track of them. But I know plenty of people still do and still dominate on this resolution. So if you genuinely like how this looks, don't feel pressured to not try it out or not use it. There's literally nothing wrong with using this resolution. Like I said before, Gruick uses this res and he absolutely dominates. So yeah, this resolution doesn't hinder me in any way. Like I can still do anything I want on this res that I can in like native. I personally just think it's a little bit too stretched for my liking, but it's all personal preference at the end of the day. If you like it, go for it. Alright, so we're gonna move on to our last but certainly not least resolution, 1280 by 1080. Alright, so this is 1280 by 1080. Similar to 1440 in the fact that it's very stretched, very wide. It's very wide. This kind of draws the line for a lot of people. I can't really recommend this res just because of the fact that just the FOV loss and just the difficulty in tracking people. But to each to their own, I guess. If you like this res, feel free to use it. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks really weird. It reminds me of like Season 7 Fortnite days. Everyone used to be running around with this res. But yeah, I don't know. I usually just chuck this on for like laughs if I'm just trying to meme on stream and stuff like that. I don't really play with this res seriously. I never have. I don't think I ever will. I'm not really sure who used this resolution. I know one of my friends did. He used to use this resolution. He used to use it and then he switched to 1440 and now I think he's on 1680 by 1050. So I don't know. If you guys just want to try it out, it's kind of like for shits and gigs. If you guys just want to try it out, see how wide you can get it. If you guys want to be really wide, you can check out our honorable mention, which is 1080 by 1080. That's literally like super stretched. I mean, yeah, movement feels good, but at the end of the day, I think the negatives outweigh the positives on this one, in my opinion. I might try it out one time. But this video's gone on long enough. If you guys enjoyed, just hit that like button down below. It helps me out so much. You guys don't even know. If you guys want to be a part of the community, join our Discord, link in the description. Basically just movement nerds over there. If you guys have any problems with movement or just like Apex settings or stuff like that, best way to contact any of us is just hitting up the Discord. If you guys want to DM me personally, whether that be about business or just want to say hi, just DM my Twitter. I check all my DMs, like literally. I love you guys. And I also post like YouTube stuff early over there, so if you guys want a sneak peek on the next video, just hit that up. And yeah, if you guys want to chill, watch some Apex live, hit that Twitch. I stream almost every day over there for around like 3 to 4 hours every time I stream. It's vibes. But yeah, that's basically it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. School has started up early again, so uploads might be a little bit less frequent, but I'm still gonna try grind for you guys while I'm doing school because I'm a gangster just like that, baby. But yeah, peace out, guys. I love you.